What's going on, Geeks and Gamers? This is Ryan with Outpost and geeksandgamers.com and Marvel Phase 4. You can see by the headline, Marvel Phase 4 is already a mess. Now, it's not a mess like Star Wars is a mess. Not many things are. However, I do think there is a reason to be concerned if you are a huge MCU fan. Myself, I've always been more of a DC guy. However, the MCU, especially about the first half of the MCU, I was really heavily invested in. Towards the end, I feel like they started playing a little more safe. Everything started to feel the same. I loved Infinity War. Endgame, kind of a letdown, but as a culmination to a decade of stories, I thought it was fairly satisfying. Maybe not the best movie standalone. I have a lot of issues with it standalone, but as far as completing the saga, I think it's okay. After that, I'm kind of ready for a break from the MCU. There's not a whole lot of things that interest me. But there are a couple things that have happened over the past several months and a few over the past couple days that do indicate that it is in trouble. One, we know Kevin Feige and what he said. It clearly feels like by the things they have announced, by the way they're talking, they want to head in the identity politics route hard. They want to hit identity politics for all it's worth. They want to go woke, and we know what happens or what can happen when you go woke. A lot of times you go broke. We'll see what happens with the MCU. But let's just take a look at the couple things that have happened over the past couple days before we dig into this article, which goes over the past few months. So, Doctor Strange 2 director exits after creative differences with Marvel. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I gotta say, is one of the things that I was actually somewhat looking forward to in the MCU Phase 4 slate. However, with this news, the director leaving because creative differences, who knows exactly what that means? I've heard that a lot with Star Wars. There's been a lot of creative differences happening with Warner Brothers in the production of DC movies. But, obviously Star Wars has the vast turnover with these directors and doesn't always turn out great. Does not always turn out well for them. So that's concerning, especially for something that I was fairly excited about. And then this one is more of a rumor. So it's not confirmed. This is much more of a rumor. Disney Plus's Hawkeye series has been delayed indefinitely. A new rumor claims Disney Plus Hawkeye series, expected to start filming this summer, has been delayed indefinitely. Comes from Murphy's Multiverse, which has provided reliable information related to the MCU in the past. According to the outlet, Hawkeye has been removed from Marvel Studios' production schedule for 2020. So this is something that is really new. Like I said, it's not confirmed. It is just a rumor at this point. But one of the worries I have, I think Hawkeye is generally pretty well liked by a lot of people. He is a white male. I don't know if they want to make that a priority for them. It does sound like they'll slate Miss Marvel to begin production in April instead of Hawkeye. I think we know where that could go. And the change would also mean Moon Knight and She-Hulk, which Moon Knight could be awesome, will film before Hawkeye. One of the reasons that concerns me is we go to another, I think this is comicbook.com, who talked about this and brought this up, which this is immediately what I thought about when I saw it was on hiatus. What happened with Jeremy Renner? Obviously, Jeremy Renner's been under fire a lot for things he says. A lot of people try to cancel Jeremy Renner. This is more of a more serious situation. A much different, grimmer take would be that the recent allegations surrounding Renner's estranged relationship with ex-wife Sonny Pacheco last October, so just a couple months ago. Court documents surfaced online showing Pacheco had accused Avenger star of abuse. Renner denied all allegations. Right now, innocent till proven guilty, all of that stuff, but that is exactly what I thought of, and I was worried about that maybe they wanted to hold off on that because of Jeremy Renner's legal issues. So, like I said, we will see. But let's just briefly go through some of the other stuff, some of the other reasons to be concerned about the MCU, other than the fact that they are clearly going identity politics route. Kevin Feige wants to go woke. But this just talks about kind of how everything wrapped up and got into Phase 4. But everything that's gone wrong with MCU directors. Marvel has several films confirmed for Phase 4, beginning with Black Widow and Eternals. God, Eternals. So much race swapping, gender swapping. That is going to be an absolute mess. 2021 would be the most crowded yet, with Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, which will be heavily promoted as the first Asian superhero. Of course, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming 3, and Thor Love and Thunder, which Thor Love and Thunder, I enjoy Thor. I kind of hated Ragnarok, so I'm not really looking forward to what Taika Waititi does in Thor Love and Thunder, especially with all the emphasis placed on Valkyrie and Jane Foster, female Thor, even if you don't want us calling her that, that is what she is, female Thor. Plus, Marvel has 8 MCU TV shows on the way to Disney+. Never before has they tried to pack so much content into just 2 years, but it is kind of already a mess. Guardians of the Galaxy was supposed to launch Phase 4, but obviously we know that with what happened with James Gunn taken off the project, then brought back on the project later, that obviously delayed that a lot, so they're not going to be able to do that anymore. So now it does look like Black Widow will be the first one, which Black Widow looks all right. Looks like Winter Soldier Light. I can kind of get down with that. Marvel had Gunn back, but its initial plan for Phase 4 had already been dismantled since the director had moved on and done Suicide Squad for DC. And there's no way Guardians of the Galaxy 3 could release in Phase 4, much less 2020. So they weren't going to be able to start with that. Marvel Studios obviously went through the entire hubbub with Sony, with the rights to Spider-Man. It did seem like they were going to lose him for a while. It has, it's kind of worked itself out. Definitely seems like there's a lot of money and a lot of things on the table for both parties to work it out. However, that could possibly have delayed some of the production for that movie. This is the thing. Doctor Strange 2 is no longer a horror movie, which one of my big complaints about the MCU is the fact that everything starts to feel the same. Like I said, it got so safe. Especially when like Thor Ragnarok turned into a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's like, I would like to have a character that's a little different. Not everyone has to be comic relief. Not everyone has to have the same jokes. Give me some variety. Doctor Strange 2 looked like going a long way to do that. It generated a considerable amount of buzz ever since it was announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Much of that was due to its director Scott Derrickson, who helped make Doctor Strange a unique and highly successful addition to the MCU. Agreed. Furthermore, he became a key player and fan favorite in Avengers, which boosted his potential for another solo film. Plus, performed well enough in 2016 to justify the decision, and having Elizabeth Olsen in the movie merely added the excitement. But Scott Derrickson has a history in horror. He wanted to make this a more horror-based film. Evidently, there were issues with him and Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige says Marvel was hesitant to go that route with Doctor Strange 2. There you go, and he's out. Who knows who's going to replace him at this point, but they do need to figure that out pretty soon. WandaVision is releasing earlier and can be less connected. I don't even understand what WandaVision is going to be about, to be quite honest, but they did say they are going to move that up to be in 2020. Not exactly sure why they did that, but it was originally scheduled to release in spring of 2021, put it close to the Doctor Strange 2, and allow the series to tie and lead directly into the movie. So that may be where it is. With the Scarlet Witch tie-in, they had to move that because Doctor Strange may not be the same movie that it was before. It's been said that Marvel's MCU shows are deeply intertwined with the movies, and understanding that WandaVision was set up for Doctor Strange 2, that can't happen, since Shang-Chi will be the first movie to release after WandaVision and the first movie of 2021. The connection between the two may still exist, but it won't be as strongly felt. So major scheduling adjustments, losing directors, and the near loss of its biggest hero are making a mess of Marvel's Phase 4. How much of an impact of these issues will actually have on Marvel at the box office remains to be seen. Everything still seems to be on target for the respective release dates, so at least there may not be as much damage control for Marvel to do. And that's true, like I said, when we're talking about these hiccups and these problems in the MCU, it's nothing compared to the absolute train wreck that Lucasfilm has with Star Wars. Kevin Feige does definitely have much tighter reins in control of what's going on there. But whenever you see some cracks in the enormous facade that is Marvel, it does start to make you look and think what could be going on. I think we are going to be looking for stuff now that we realize they are moving in the identity politics region. They're taking this they're taking this massive thing, the MCU that was built off the backs of these characters that we grew really attached to, and now they're going to try to put their own politics into it. Whenever someone is clear about what they want to do like that, it does make you wary. So we're going to be looking for things like this to kind of see if anything's going wrong with the MCU. And the cracks are there. Will it continue? Will it have any effect? Who knows? Is Doctor Strange 2 still going to be a movie to look forward to? Maybe. I guess time will tell. Me, I'm personally looking forward to DC. I'm not looking forward to Birds of Prey at all. But after that, after Birds of Prey, maybe it can get better. Because Joker was awesome. Joker was awesome. Wonder Woman 84. Who knows what's going to happen? But MCU already looking to be a mess before it really even gets started. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that Marvel Phase 4 is moving in a direction you don't want? Do you think that there are already problems that you can see, cracks in that facade, kind of like I said? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. Also check out my channel, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost, and subscribe to me there. Make sure you turn the bell on for notifications. Share this video out there. We'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, this is Jay with Geeks and Gamers with a special announcement. Over the past few years, several of us have been trying to complete a home that will house orphans and displaced children in the country of El Salvador. We were hoping that this home would be finished by the time Christmas rolled around in 2019. Unfortunately, we did not meet our goal to complete this home. Partnering with Jeremy and all of us here at Geeks and Gamers and with you, we are setting up a GoFundMe to raise some funds that hopefully will help us get closer to our goal in completing this home. We will use the money to hire professionals to check out the home and also pay for some educational costs for many of the children. This will help with the burden of those raising money, and more money can be put into this home to be completed. Me and several staff members from Geeks and Gamers will be traveling to El Salvador at the end of May that we can bring a significant amount of money to finish this project. We hope that you would want to partner with us in this as well. So please click on the link, read about it, and do the best that you can. Thank you so much.